Greetings, true believers. Drill Pal Spider-Man. Hey guys, KJ here. Continuing on with the Piff box, I got Mickey Lee Soapworks Panty Dropper from Chad. And I don't know what this one's supposed to smell like. Just kind of smells a little florally. It's pretty light. A little cologne-y. Initially not a fan of it. It's not a scent that I would want to have hanging around on my skin. So I was a little surprised hearing so much about the soap. I thought it was going to smell super good, but to me it doesn't. So regardless of performance, this is another one that I'm going to repiff. But as with everything, don't know until you try. And always glad to try new soaps, whether it's to check out the performance or just check out the scent. Alright, so we should be good with the load. I'm just gonna scoop out the excess lather. Don't want to waste it. Using my Paladin Buck Rogers in the Lapis color. I believe this was the first Buck Rogers handle that he ever released. I've been watching his site. I knew he was coming out with it when I visited his house and took a tour of his stuff. He got to telling me about this brush he was designing, and I actually saw the CAD drawings he had of it on his computer before he even made them. And told him it was very similar to one of my favorite brushes that I used all the time, which is my Ever Ready Rocket right here. It's not exactly the same, but it's very similar. He actually designed it off of a Made Right brush, so it's not even a copy of that Ever Ready brush. But I knew he was coming out with them, so I kept watching his releases, and as soon as a release came out that had the first one on it, I bought it. And I've used this brush solidly for at least a year. I don't know. Once I got it, I pretty much used this brush non-stop. Until I got a few more brushes that I started trying out, but this one was really something that I was loving everything about it. Alright, so soap base seems pretty good, lather pretty good, still just not digging the scent. Anyways, it's all good. So we're on, I didn't change this out. So yesterday I used the 4. I still had the 4 in there. So we're gonna put the 5 in. So this is day 4. I skipped the 1. So day 4, head number 5. Can use a little bit more care than I had been, because I did get a couple of small weepers yesterday with the 4. You can definitely feel the blade. It still feels pretty smooth. It's not feeling super aggressive, but I definitely feel the blade on the skin. Yeah, soap base pretty well dried out on my face. And even adding a little bit of water, there's not really much residual slickness there. So we'll go ahead and lather up for pass 2, and then maybe we'll try a touch-up pass with some water after that. The soap feels really good though on the face. The lather is soft, slick, and cushiony. This doesn't leave much for after the shave. Just trying to pay real close attention to my angle. Don't want the cap to come too far off my face. I think I still got about the same amount of stubble that I would normally have after a pass, so I don't know that these are necessarily getting any more efficient. I kind of expected as I went up in aggressiveness that the quality of the shave would get a little better up to a point until the blade became too too uncomfortable for me. But after 2 passes, everything seems to be about the same, which kind of surprises me. This against the grain pass is a lot more uncomfortable to me than the previous times, and I need to add some more lather. I was never really a big fan of the against the grain pass, which before I started the videos, really I was it was just rough. 2 pass and done. And for some reason when I started doing the videos, I started to add a little bit more touch-up. My touch-up passes have kind of expanded a little bit more. Almost adding in another full pass. But I'm trying to see what I can get out of this razor. So this is not comfortable at all. Much smoother on this side than this side. That's better. Trying to come up at more of a diagonal approach to it than straight up and down. My face just does not like the straight up and down passes. So I'm able to get the same level of shave that I have the last couple of times, but definitely less comfortable. I'm gonna use the 6 tomorrow, but I know I'm not gonna like it because I probably would not use the 5 as a daily driver, but I wanted to go all the way up through them and see what it's going to get me. So tomorrow I'll use the 6, and then I think I'm going to go back and use the 3 and the 4 again and see which one of those I prefer. I think it's, for me, comfort-wise, it's a toss-up between those 2 right now. Definitely the 5 is just too aggressive for me. I don't like to think about my shaves. I just like to grab the razor and go. And I definitely have to think about that one. And feel the razor as it's going. That's just too much work. I like my Merkur 34. I just pretty much shave on autopilot. I could probably do it blindfolded. Definitely a little rough in a couple areas. I mean, just rough feeling. So I think I'm gonna do this. After my witch hazel, I'm gonna grab a little bit of my Nivea, or not my Nivea, my Aquavelva 5-in-1 balm. So I'm gonna put a little bit of balm in there to help soothe it. Not really much of a balm guy, but when I need to repair or in the winter, if my skin's feeling really dry, then I'll go to a balm. So once that dries off, I'll probably add a splash on there later. But is what it is. So today, not a super good shave, but tried out the Mickey Lee Soapworks. Definitely be repiffing that, and tried out the R5 head, or the 5 base plate rather, on the Rockwell. We'll flip this over and get it ready for tomorrow. 6 is on the other side. So now we're ready to go with the 6. I don't know if I can get that to focus. Here we go. So, it's all an experiment. It's science. I got a good close shave, just not a comfortable shave. And there's a few spots that could still use a little bit more touch up. I just didn't want to go back over areas with that blade. So we're pretty well dried off now. I'm gonna go ahead and use some aftershave. This is a concoction that I put together. I'm trying to refine one of my recipes for my personal aftershave mixes. So I took my Vesmerize Oriental Spice type blend and added one more thing to it. Or no, this is a different one. This is my Woods blend. So I added one thing to it. It's pretty nice, but I'm not, yeah, that one's pretty nice. I'll have to compare it to the original and see which one I like better. The original has 2 ingredients. It has the Booster Mosswood and the Master Jade. And this one I put in some Agua Brava aftershave. Also, when I was mixing it up, I accidentally made the first batch with Agua Brava Cologne. I haven't tried that one yet. That one I'll probably use tomorrow. So it's gonna be much stronger on the Agua Brava. So that's this one. So we'll use that one tomorrow and see how it compares. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be way too strong on that particular scent note, but I'll give it a shot. So, thanks for watching. Probably not a super exciting video. I'm gonna go out and excuse me, do some yard work. I got some weeding to do in my garden, so looking forward to that. But it's gonna be a nice cool day today, comparatively. We had a little bit of rain yesterday, and a front moved in, and it was beautiful last night. Hung out outside for quite a while, did a few sparklers and smoke bombs and stuff with the kids, some stuff we had left over. We got a few more today to use up tonight, so we'll get to that. But yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow, and we'll join you guys on the forums. Bye.